preparing live stream. And whenever it is live, let me know. It says we're live on Facebook. Yes. And let me switch to gallery view so they can see all of us. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. I am so excited. We are so excited to have something very special that we're kicking off today. It is a virtual pool party, including Kahlua coffee and coconut water from Jean, and Kavita's in Florida and having her awesome
I have my kids
at home.
Yes,
and
I have
her kids in her playground. We are here. We're all soul-preneurs. We're all impact-preneurs with a big mission to bring our unique gifts to the world. And we found magical ways of doing this while having lots of fun. And we are starting these pool parties so that you can also play bigger with the universe in a soulful way like we are, where we're really enjoying our life and what we do and affect people in a big way. And big things are happening as we co-create with the universe from a place of soul, love, and fun, and totally letting go of the rushing and the hustle that's like an old story. We are literally doing everything more and more. We're still human, but more and more with just from the energy of play. And because this is so magical, we decided to bring this public, and we want to make this party bigger and invite you to play with us. So what we're doing like a half hour or so pool party moments today, and we will do more of them where we will play and share a bit of our pool party lifestyle awesomeness with you. I want to say this is especially for you if you're also impactpreneur, soulpreneur, really craving to make, bring your gifts to the world, whether it's first steps or bigger steps, but you're really craving this element of fun. You're done doing things the hard way. You've tried that and it's not working. So that being said, allow me to introduce my awesome ladies that are here with me. So we have Jean Berry, who is an awesome artist, soulful coach, and she has this really cool game, 100 Days of Miracles game that she coined and developed. She's super inspiring, all about play. She actually has a background of bookkeeping and 6-7-figure experience of really playing those games as well. But she really has a combination now of the intuition, play big with the universe. So that is the first thing. And I'll give a word to you in a second, Jean, as well. Kavita, I want to say a few words. Everybody can meet Kavita Singh if you haven't met her yet. Super briefly, she's a lady that I love co-creating with. Kavita is all about transforming from any hardship in your life into being your biggest, awesome, most powerful self, from a place of ease and flow, yet accessing your full power. So she has all of that fused together in a combination with universe guidance, like Jean too. We're all super intuitive. And we just love to play big with our clients and like with impactpreneurs. So that's the jam. Do you ladies want to say anything? And then I'll share it from my group as well.
Perfect. Well, here's what I want to say. I want to say, meet Astrid. If you have not met Astrid before, she is a brand and marketing specialist who is a shining, sparkling soulpreneur, impactpreneur who empowers women to truly, truly make a difference in the world and transform their own space as well as all the people that they work with. She is a sparkling part of the universe, and I'm thrilled to be working with her on even little projects. Sparkling! I know we got this sparkle going.
Thank you so much, Jean. That was so sweet. Do you want to say, since you're talking already, a few words about yourself, Jean? Anything you want to add so that people can meet you before we start playing?
And thank you. You know, my intention always is that we have some fun, and most people don't take any time in their day for fun. And like Astrid said, I come from a background in accounting, which is the total have no fun kind of job. In fact, they get kind of cranky when you get creative with your accounting. And so, and so this is what I envision the idea of really, truly finding at least a moment of play. And if this is your moment of play, yay.
Yes, I love it.
Thank you, Jean. So awesome. How about you, Kavita? What do you want to add?
Oh, I love everything that Jean said, and definitely for people to see how much you sparkle and shine, and how natural it is for you. It's like breathing, it's a way of life, and you definitely are in a space where you help people to see that, this can be easy, because a lot of people think fun is probably not that they think, they make fun as heavy as the word work. You know what I mean? So,
Yes.
so sometimes
Yes.
fun becomes a challenge. Like they're like, okay, I got to put it in my calendar to remember to have that experience. But then when it comes around to it, it still becomes, okay, well, let's, streamline this. That it works. Right?
Absolutely. Yep, I so agree with that. And so I do invite you, I saw that Astrid had her lovely drink. I have my coconut water. So just take a deep breath and truly, I'm going to pour my coconut water here. And as you get into this moment, I just say cheers to all of you. Cheers to make it to Friday, for making an amazing week. And this one's for you. Cheers.
Yes. Cheers to all of you. Yes. Cheer to yourself for a moment, because I know a lot of us don't do that, and I didn't used to do it, and now I do. Your life starts sparkling more when you do. So here's a moment.
Yes, I love it.
Awesome. Awesome. So we have some substance for you too, because yes, play, but we want to make this super impactful, because we made an intention that what we do here can potentially change your life, and that the right people will see this, and that our party grows, and that all of you get lit up from the inside. So one thing that we want to start with is we have Jean's game here, and I want to play that with all of you together. And then I paused the recording. That's okay. It's live on Facebook. We're in the right place. It's all running. So we're playing Jean's game first, and then we will have a go with the flow, basically intuition guided. We will share whatever else will come up that we feel called to share with you, and that can be soulful downloads that can literally like change your paradigm of how to live, or it can be just a small perfect inspiration that you need right now to shift your life in a way that really benefits you. So we invited the universe. We're open to see what comes up. So that will be the second part of it. And we will also have a small celebration moment where we'll share one bit from our week that we're grateful for, where we're also inviting you to think for yourself, what are you celebrating? Because we need that, and that lights up our life more. If we just work, then you are literally being your own slave driver. And what fun is that? Nothing magical comes from that. So
if you're here live, I saw that we have a bunch of people watching live. Would you go ahead and make a comment, say where you're calling from? I know that not everyone has a sunny day like Kavita and I go and a pool behind you. So if you want to know where you are in the world. So just say where you are.
Thank you so much, Jean, for saying that and for keeping an eye. And Kavita's really good at that too. And I'm just very focused here and present. This is my thing, but we will answer all the comments afterwards. So if you have any questions, tag us and we will get to you for sure. And we will acknowledge comments as well. We love to party with you already now. So thank you for showing up, and yay. So let's go. So I have Jean's game here, and it comes with this. Go ahead, Kavita. Did you have something come up?
Yeah, I just want to give Angela a big shout out. I just saw Angela Knight join. So, hey.
Yay! Hi, Angela. Yes, feel free to interrupt me anytime, because this is how we roll. Welcome, everyone. And hi, Angela. Yes. All right. So talking about Angela, angel cards is one of the card decks in Jean's game. And then we have peacock cards. We have 3 card decks in there. And then we have butterfly cards. And just super briefly about Jean's game, there is a purpose behind it that actually helps you grow your dream business to huge, big levels that you can't even do by yourself, because it is all about accessing your inner power and your intuition. So it has this it's really genius. Jean designed it so that it bypasses your conscious mind. It's scientifically logical for those of you who are like, why? I don't have time for play. So it's logical. It bypasses your mind. The game itself will not make sense at the beginning, but you will get access to your inner best wisdom of what you can do right now as a next step in your life or business that will be most serving to you and like create potentially way bigger and more fun, bigger miracles that you could have done just by yourself in your hardworking mindset. Yay! So, okay. So we have a game card. I'm going to pull cards, and this will create one sentence that we will then invite you to complete in your mind with whatever comes to you. That's the first part of the game. So, okay.
Before you go, I see we have Jose from Brazil. He's saying hi from Brazil. So, hey.
Very cool. Yay.
Pool party.
That is awesome. I love it. And I'm here in Kodiak Island, Alaska, for those of you who don't know. So I'm very grateful for all the sunshine that's coming into my room here. All right. So I'm going to pull the angel cards first, and that will be the first thing. All right. So how about, Jean, you tell me when to stop for the first card deck.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
Cool. I'll take the top card.
Okay.
The top card is open to assistance. Okay. And what I'm doing with this, I'm writing it into this journal here, and that will give us the mind challenge to complete later. So I'm just writing that in. I
love that we drew that card.
I know. That's perfect for you, right? Yeah, by the way, do you want to do a quick shout out, Jean? Like you're looking for your magical assistant, miracle, Mary Poppins helper.
Yes, so if someone knows someone who's an amazing virtual assistant, I'm in the market. So
yeah, nice. All right.
Mary Poppins, yes, that is what I'm looking for.
Right? All right. So fill in, like the butterfly card is the second one. So Kavita, now I'm shuffling and you can pick whenever I shall stop, and I'll take the top card.
Stop.
Cool. Second card is chakra for image and website, print content, and social media.
Beautiful. We got Harvard.
You're all giggling. I love it. Okay. Chakra for image in, just writing that real quick, in web, print. It's almost like image and brand magic is what I'm getting from that.
Definitely. And the VA to go with it.
And the what?
The VA that
yes, perfect.
Asking for.
Right. Cool. So we had the angel card and the butterfly card, and now comes the last one. This is the action card, peacock card. So I'm going to pick one from here. Okay, something just wants to pop out here sideways. There we go. Planning. Okay, let me write that in here. Okay, so what we're going to do now, this game is, you can play it in so many ways, but like if you play it by yourself, you're literally sitting with that sentence for yourself and see what comes to you. And that can be the inspired action basis for your day, right? You'll just like find what you can do easy after you have that sentence, right? But so now we're going to do that with you, because that's how the universe works. It brings the right things to you at the right time, no matter where they show up. So I'm going to read the sentence to you, and I'm going to ask you to just take a moment and take a breath. Oh, Jean, do you want to do something, say something about that, because you have the background juju that helps people to really listen to themselves.
Yeah, so this is truly about you finding access to that deep intuition and not listening to just your brain rattle off like it does all the time, but finding, like Astrid said, finding that deep wisdom. And so if you just want to make sure your feet are flat on the ground, and that we're grounded here, and if you just imagine growing roots right into the earth, and then the earth comes up and loves you, and then just drop your energy a little bit. If you're holding your energy up here, which we do, we hold it in our heads and hearts all the time. And I want you, if you're holding it like a big ball like this, like a beach ball. You imagine it just turned into a bowling ball, and it just dropped. All your energy inside of all of you just dropped right into your belly, exactly where it needs to be. Deep breath in. And when you breathe it out, just breathe out all your emotions. All the things that you've been feeling or anything else. We don't need them right now. We'll just set them aside for a moment. And now we're going to turn on your heart spark. If you imagine that there's a little dial in the center of your chest, and you turn that little dial, and when you turn it, it turns into a big, huge smile on your face. Another deep breath in. And this time when you breathe out all of your thoughts. All the things you're thinking, we don't need those right now. We're just going to set them in a box over there. You can get them later if you need them. Turn on your third eye, and do that by just touching the spot between your eyebrows. Just touch it, and it's on. And then we turn off your brain, and you do that by just tucking your chin in. Put your finger in the middle of your chin, push it, just tuck it in, and that turns off your brain. And then just open the top of your head, and you imagine there's just an opening, and you're just going to pull, 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 open. All right, so from this place, what we've done is we've created a sentence that your brain can't answer. So the only way you can answer it is to listen to your intuition. So Astrid's going to read the sentence, and you're simply going to listen for the end of it.
Love it. So here's your sentence. I am open to assistance in my image and web, print content, and social media. Therefore, I am planning, and now listen to you, whatever comes to you.
You want to read it one more time?
Yes. I am open to assistance in my image and web, print content, and social media. Therefore, I am planning. All right. Okay. You both are ready. I feel like we can share what came for us, and then as you are watching, you can either comment for yourself what came up for you. For sure, write it down for yourself, because that can be your inspiration for in a moment, right? So I'm going to start with mine. So for me, and this is a funny example because it doesn't make any rational sense at first. What came from me is like, I am planning a retreat. And that, yeah, I'm open to assistance in my web content, social media. I'm planning a retreat. So, and that feels like it's really resonating with me. And I know it will help me in a big way. And that's actually something that I'm already like excited about. So that's mine. Like, what came to you, ladies?
So I got, and I'm typing it in here, so I'll post it. I am planning the universe to support me in connecting with ideal clients.
Oh, cool. I love how you incorporated the universe, how that came up for you.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah. So for me, it came up as simply that energy of fun, where it is that if I'm looking at that energy, it's not hard, it's not heavy. And so that's like my initial framework. So everything else, when I'm coming from that space, it becomes lighter. And I can use that as a benchmark or a gauge to check and see, well, if I'm doing this thing, if it's not fun or it doesn't feel that way, I can check in and see why. You know, maybe I have an old story around it, or maybe it is that I can find a different creative solution, or I can ask for help, right? Because that's what this is, what came up in the message. So it's for me a simple benchmark, like using that word in a different way as a benchmark to check in with myself and see where it is that I'm putting that energy.
Nice. That is so cool. I love that you use the word benchmark, which helps people to connect with. So this actually is useful and practical because it is. It's like universe magic through our power and landed on earth so we can grow our dream business. It's really awesome. So shall we also do the inspired action steps, or what do you ladies feel inspired to? Okay, cool. Let's do that. So I'm going to role model like how you can take this further with Jean's game. So now we have the sentence, right? And you have it completed with your own parts that came to you. And now what you can do is you tune in with that sentence. And I'm going to read it one more time. And then you ask yourself, with this in your heart, what is the best inspired, easy key actions you can take from here? And they can be just 1 or 2 or 3. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to read the sentence one more time, and you just complete it with whatever you had, and just hold that in your heart. All right. I'm open to assistance in my image and web, print content, and social media. Therefore, I'm planning. So now with your sentence, what inspired actions come to you from your heart space as you're feeling this? Kavita has something. I'm still like, hang on. Give me 1 second. It's always a little harder when I'm in public, you know. It's like when it's quiet, it's easier to hear your intuition. I'm just getting giggles. Apparently for me, that's like, I'm just having fun. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And that matches because my Fridays are feel-good Fridays and my Mondays are fun days, Monday fun days. So I'm literally only doing things that are fun. And as you see, this is also helping my dream business. But yeah, anyway. So what came up for you ladies?
So for me, what I got was spontaneous consistency, which made me giggle.
That's awesome.
That's so much fun. That is so much fun, right? There is no heaviness in that.
It's like you're looping yourself and I'm like, what is this even? What does it even mean? You're consistent. Okay, consistently spontaneous in everything. So everything has to be fun. So you keep lifting up your energy every time you think of that, right? That's what I'm hearing from it.
So yeah, that's one side. And even if you flip it with being spontaneous first and then still being consistent in that energy.
Yes.
So either way, it goes really nicely and you don't have to lock yourself in. But it's still happening. Like you all know how to do it the hard way with I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. But if you add the energy, the spontaneousness in it, it's lighter. It's coming from a place of freedom. There is no attachment. You're like, nailing all the things.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant. It is. I love that. I'm just going to make that my mantra for the weekend.
Lovely.
So I got creating more opportunities like this to play with people on social media. So yay.
Oh my gosh, I love it, Jean. Tag me when you do more. I want to be there. This is awesome. Spontaneous consistency. That is so brilliant and so inspiring me. That should be on a t-shirt and everybody goes like, and then you're going to have all these awesome conversations. Go ahead.
Maybe that's for your Rushmore t-shirt. Rush no more, spontaneous consistency.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally going to do that. And that being said, I want to give it, let's open up to the things the playgrounds that we have going so people can have a glimpse of how they can play bigger. Because go ahead.
1 second before we jump into that, I want to acknowledge we have Jose on the call and he had answered what came up for him and it was love. It was love. He said love, love, love. So it was so good. If it is that you can read that sentence and add love into that and see how it works.
Absolutely. I love that. And what other, I'd love to hear from anyone else who's on here, what kind of actions are showing up within this? What are you inspired to do? What is showing up as inspiration? How are you going to play more today? So how are you going to be spontaneously consistent This is what I want to know. Type that in. I want to know how you're going to be spontaneously consistent in your business.
Thank you. Thank you both. This is awesome. Yes, I want to hear more too. I totally do. So thank you. Awesome. So I'm just going to give a super quick glimpse of this whole rush no more that you both were mentioning already. So I'm going to share a fun story, super brief, but fun. This is this thing that came to me also by intuition through a business coach. I have this dream for this year to start doing retreats. To play bigger, and retreats that are playful and help you access your awesome, intuitive, big gifts and bring them to the world, right? So that being said, I was talking to one of my business coaches, Jen August, in case you see this. Anyway, so she had this really cool, fun idea of like, hey, why don't you take a map from wherever you want to, like country or whatever, close your eyes, spin the map, put your finger somewhere, and then just see what comes up for you. What do you get inspired to do? What kind of energy do you get inspired to create for a retreat based on that location? So I did that. I took a map and I put it in Photoshop, spun it around. I had no idea where I was, and pointed my finger, and I landed just slightly northwest out of Mount Rushmore. So I was asking myself, like, that is so interesting, South Dakota, Mount Rushmore. And I asked myself, wow, okay, what does that inspire me to? And then I got, of course, rush no more, because that's what we're all about, right? So I'm like, that's my retreat theme. So then I invited Jean and Kavita, like, hey, do you want to play with me? Do you want to do a retreat? And so we are actually actively already kind of planning, putting that out there and putting first feelers. We have great ideas already. So sometime this year, we will have this retreat come together, maybe in August. That's just bubbling on the side. And we started with this, with pool parties with Jean. That's the first thing. And then we have a Facebook group coming up where we're actually playing more under the topic of Rush No More. So if any of you are interested in hearing more and in playing more, there's Kavita's daughter. Just comment below. It's like, yes, give me access, and we will invite you to that group if you're interested. Okay, so that's just a sneak peek. That's all. So we already are almost at half an hour. I wonder what you, Jean and Kavita, what do you feel inspired to add to the topic of play? What shall we end the pool party with? Any topic or game, or what comes to you?
Well, I did bring my hula hoop, and so while you are finishing talking, I'm going to go over there and hula hoop. And I invite anyone here to think about what it is that you would play with. Like, what is that thing that will open up your playful heart today?
Oh my gosh, that is so cool, Jean. I love it. Oh my gosh, Jean rocks.
I love it, Jean.
Jean, you rock. You're so cool. Look at her go. I love it. Oh my gosh. She's amazing. Whoa. Okay, so let's think of what thing we want to play with today that will open up our heart. I love that inspiration. So I have a great example because I still have to finish my bookkeeping submission for the taxes. So I'm glad that I got like, okay, what else do I
So how can you make that lighter? How can you make that lighter, Astrid? Like the bookkeeping, how can you make it fun? Maybe dance around with your papers. Add a little sparkle to it.
Well, yesterday what I did, I timed it with an egg timer that is a quacker, that is a children quacker, and that was fun. And like I gave myself like a power hour to hack it out, and that actually went really well. And after 50 minutes, it would go like quack, 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 quack. And then I did like a power dance of like really cool music, and so that really worked. And I got really far yesterday with that. I think I'll just keep doing that and like try to finish everything the rest in 1 hour with the quacker. So that's mine. But I'm still thinking of the thing I want to play with later. How about you, Kavita? Did you get something?
Oh, I definitely have some paperwork to do as well. So, but I'm not making it a have to. It's where I can look at it and I can be like, oh, I'm also asking for help, which is pretty cool. So it's just putting it in a specific space and then sending it off, and I'm free. It's me creating freedom right there. It's not hard. I can get it done in 5 minutes. But of course, if I'm in my logical mind, it just goes round and round and round in my head. And the time that I take to think about this is probably even more than me taking the action step to do the thing, right?
We should do a challenge together. It's like, who's done first with submitting it? I also have a helper. I still have to like sort out the numbers a little bit and group them. So I'm like, yeah, if you're on, like, we can do a challenge with that. It's like, let's race. I've done that before, and that's actually fun. And that means we need a prize if we do that. We need to like tell it to like whoever is first. Like, what do we want to? Do you want to set a price, and then we like celebrate?
Sure.
I don't know if that's fair because I already like did a bunch, but we have no idea who has to do how much. So it's like literally like whatever.
But that doesn't matter. It's just a matter of getting it done. Here it is. I also want to acknowledge Jose. He says, yes, give me access, please, to what we're creating. So we already have one person.
Yes, nice. Welcome to our Rush No More playground. Yes, that's exciting, Jose. Cool.
Awesome.
So what price shall we set, Kavita? Shall we text it for each other and think of it? It can be something super easy. I know, we can do a reading for each other, like pulling cards or an intuitive drawing or whatever. Whoever wins gets a reading from the other person.
Okay.
Do that?
We can do that. And I'm also getting, or if based on where your energy is at, if it is that something is coming up that's probably a bit heavy or a pattern or something, we can easily spend a moment to like bring your heaviest pattern to the table and just clear it and make it light.
I like that. So we're like sparkle buddies as we do it, and when we're just being aware of our energy, and if anything feels heavy, we're like, whoop, and then I love it. This is awesome. Yeah. Yay to doing things together. It's way easier. Awesome.
So what's coming up for you, Jean?
I missed the question.
It was just like we were answering your question of like what we want to play with today. And you already did the hula hoop, but like, what do you want to share? What else you're going to do today?
Yeah, because it's true. I love to bring play to something that seems kind of hard, right? Mm-hmm. And I have accounting to do. It's tax time, and my taxes are due on the 15th. I didn't know that when I got formal around my business that I actually would move up my tax deadline. It's not April 15th, it's March 15th. So I know. So I've got some of that to do. So I'm thinking music, and we're gonna dance to that one.
We should like extend the circle. Like, instead of Kavita and me, we do it like the three of us. Since we're all working on that, we might we hold each other's space. And like, if anybody feels heavy, we just have our Facebook chat going. It's like, okay, send me some sparkle energy, and like, go.
There you go. I suspect there's a lot of people who, when it comes to those kind of things, especially in the creative world, have a challenge with it. So maybe as we get closer even to April 15th, for people who have that deadline, we'll hold a sparkle party for them.
I like that. That's super sweet. That's awesome. And I find that's a really cool inspiration for all of you watching. Like, you don't have to do this alone. Right? Like, we were doing it, like, we're showing how easily you can get support. Just share it with somebody and say, like, team up somehow. Like, even just like telling a person that, hey, I'm going to do this. Can you just think of me? And I'll tell you when I did it. That alone is already empowering, and like, you're not feeling alone. Right? So, yeah, awesome. Cool.
Astrid, you've got to go ahead and change the title of this thing and call it a pool party for your taxes.
Oh. Yes, maybe we'll do that in April. Oh my gosh. That brings up all kinds of triggers. I'm like, But what? Yeah, okay,
that's why you've got to dance it out. You've got to dance it out.
I know. You know what's funny? As I was typing it, I almost wrote a poop party. Poop party. I think that resonates more with me. terrible.
That's when you take the fun out of the equation, it becomes that. You know, if you take out fun.
Okay, we clearly are having way too much fun, which there's no such thing. So I feel called to, like, there's Jean's ding. I feel called to wrap it up for this time. We're going to do more of those pool parties, most likely the same time next week. And yeah, keep an eye out. If you're interested to stay in the loop, tag, put a comment below. We'll keep you in the loop. And there will be more play. So this is just the beginning. Go ahead.
And I also want to invite you guys to share this or tag your friends
Yes.
who might be interested that wants to play.
Yes, please.
You know.
Yes, any of your friends who, especially the ones who have a business where they're working hard and, like, you know that they have so much to bring to the world, and, like, they are craving, like, to do things an easier way. Those people, they need this, right? So if you feel they resonate, like, please share it along. If you have a group, feel free to share it there. We would, like, super appreciate it. We're doing this from the bottom of our hearts to amplify the ease and fun energy on the planet. So anywhere in the world, right? Help us share it along. So yeah, okay. Any last word, Jean or Kavita, before we wrap it up?
Sending you love.
Okay, I love that. Much love. Cheers to all of you. Share whatever came up for you, and share your celebrations and your play. We love to play with you and see you. Bye bye.
Bye.